Hi guys, my name is Henry Wachukwu, your award-winning cybersecurity professional. Today on this channel, I'll share with you 4 cybersecurity career paths you can build in 12 months and be job ready. Yes, you heard me right. 4 cybersecurity career paths you can build in 12 months and be job ready. Before I delve into the details of these 4 career paths you can build in 12 months and be job ready, I want to make a basic assumption that you already have an understanding of the basic principles of computing. You understand what a computer is. You understand the components, software, hardware, network, input and output components of a computer system that make up a computer system. Yeah, you probably might not have gotten a basic degree in computer science or computer engineering, but these are common things you should have known. Now, I will go delve deep into these 4 career paths you can prepare yourself in 12 months and be job ready. And the things you need to do to be job ready. Number 1, offensive security professional. Yes, offensive security professional, otherwise known as ethical hacking or penetration tester. Yeah, this is a career path in cybersecurity that does not require you to have a degree in computing. Yes, to be an offensive security professional or an ethical hacker, here are the things you need to do. And in 12 months, you're ready and to get to face any job interview, to ace it, and to be a successful offensive security practitioner. Number 1, you need to understand the basic principles of operating system. Yeah, the 2 major operating systems you need to focus on are Windows operating system and the Linux operating system, right? So you need to understand the basics of these 2 operating systems because these are the most widely used operating systems in the world. These 2 operating systems make up probably more than 90% of different computing platforms that are used across the globe. So when I mean the basic principles of this operating system, you need to understand their file system. You need to understand how the memory, how the kernel configuration, how are the different kernels of this operating system arranged, the different kernels of the operating system, the file system basically, because every operating system is actually a file management system. So understanding the details, of an operating system makes you know the operating system, and when you know about this operating system, you are able to protect it or exploit it. Yes. Now that brings me to the career path we mentioned: offensive security practitioner or ethical hacker, otherwise also known as pen tester. Now, how apart from getting the understanding of the basic principles of operating system, you need to understand the basic elements of networking, computer networking. How does computing networking work? You get my point. How does computing networking work? The seven TCP/IP layers of networking. You need OSI layers. You need to understand these networking principles. These are things you can do a self-study by yourself and be job ready. There are tons, millions of materials online that you can use to prepare yourself. Understand the basic principles of networking. Just go on the internet now, go on Google, search for networking fundamentals. You use 2 weeks to 2 weeks to 6 weeks to understand the intricacies, the working of networking, how a network communication works, starting from the physical layer, the data link layer, the different layers of the OSI model. So understanding these things makes you to be in a proper position to secure it. As I said earlier, you cannot secure what you do not understand. Now, after getting the basic principle of operating system, the networking fundamentals, as I said, now you start doing proper training on penetration testing or offensive security. Now, as I said, just like the other materials, there are tons and tons of materials online to train you in a couple of months, in 4 months, in 6 months, to become a proficient offensive security practitioner, to become a proficient ethical hacker. Now, as I said, some of these materials that you can reference right now, you can go to and become a well-equipped, ready for job offensive security practitioner are on Try Hack Me. They are on Hack the Box. These are platforms that you can sign up, and within a couple of months, you're ready. You're ready to get into the industry. You're ready to secure that job, sit for the interview, and ace it straight just one time. So follow the steps I've listed. Master the basic principles of operating system, focusing on Windows operating system and Linux operating system. Then you progress to the basic principles of computer networking. How does network communication work? Focus on the TCP IP model, the OSI layer of the OSI layer model of the operating system, or of the of networking. Sorry. If you go through these steps and then progress into the third step, which is taking a focused training on offensive security, on penetration testing, trust me, in 12 months, with tons and tons of materials out there for free, which I'm going to post under this video, which you can utilize, which you can use for free. In 12 months, you will be well equipped. You will be ready to excel, to get into the industry and excel as an offensive security practitioner. Now, number 2, cloud security practitioner. Yes, cloud security. Today, bulk of the industries, what businesses are migrating to the cloud. Yes, the days of people, setting up their different on-premises infrastructure is fast going, not completely gone, but a lot of people are migrating to the to cloud. Now, just like the offensive security elements we talked about, just when you come to the cloud, you cannot protect what you do not understand. So how do you become a cloud security practitioner in 12 months? Number 1, you take the fundamental trainings in cloud computing. So as I said, if you go on AWS or an Azure, Microsoft Azure, or GCP, that's a Google Cloud Platform, there are free trainings, cloud fundamental trainings on each of these platforms that equip you in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, on how this cloud system work. What is cloud computing? What is hybrid cloud? What is private cloud? What is public cloud? So by the time you go through the cloud fundamentals on each of these platforms, trust me, in 4 months, you are vast, you're knowledgeable in cloud computing. Now, you take it a step further, which is the second step in becoming a cloud security practitioner. You go for cloud engineer associate. So some of these platforms give you some cloud engineering associate certifications or trainings. These trainings are mostly free. You do not have to write a certification. Trust me, you do not have to bother yourself. You do not have to, kind of overwhelm yourself with the task of writing certification exams at this stage. Focus on getting the skills. Focus on understanding these things and how they work. So as I said, the number 1 thing you need to do is do the cloud fundamental training, cloud practitioner fundamental training on some of these platforms. It takes just a couple of weeks to a couple of months to complete. Then you progress to the second stage, which is a cloud engineer associate on each of these platforms. You do not have to do for 3 of them. Yes, for me, I've done for GCP, I've done for Microsoft Azure, I've done for AWS. But you do not have to be like me. Trust me, the cloud computing is cloud computing. The only difference is that each of these cloud platforms use different terminologies, different technical terms for different things. For instance, in AWS, you can talk about EC2, while in Microsoft, the compute system is called something differently. So taking 1 or 2 of these 3 equips you to become an associate engineer in cloud computing. Now, having gotten an associate engineering knowledge or training in cloud computing, you can progress to a certified cloud security professional. Now, I wouldn't want you to write a vendor-based exam, because if you write a vendor-based exam, you limit yourself to that employment or opportunities in that field, coming from people using that vendor. Sometimes that's an advantage. The advantage is that when there are people looking for instance, if you have a certification, let's say Microsoft SC200, right? SC200 is a security analyst Microsoft certification. So if, for instance, you get this certification, it kind of makes you a specialist in Microsoft, but someone else using hybrid cloud, using maybe GCP and AWS, might not consider you a strong candidate. So that's why I would suggest you go for certified cloud certified security practitioner, which is offered by ISC Square. Yes, ISC Square offers some of these certifications, and by the time you complete these trainings, this certification will be an easy peasy for you. You sit for it, you get the certification in 12 months. In 12 months, you are ready to get a job. Number 3, Digital forensic examiner. Yes, this is an area of cybersecurity that a lot of folks are kind of running away from because they think you need to have an MSc or you need to have a BSc in this field to become a successful or a proficient digital forensic examiner. To become a digital forensic examiner, what you need to do is to take, starting from the basics as well, understand the basic principles of computing, how operating system work, file system, network basics. Now, by the time you have these basics, there are tons of certification, there are tons of trainings on digital forensics. These are specifically focused on digital forensics. Now, there are different areas of digital forensics. It's a very wide field. You could be a proper memory forensic, you could be a storage forensic examiner, or you could be what we call a digital footprint forensic examiner. So there are tons of trainings that gives you the preparation that in 6 months you're ready. I've also added some material that will help you to get hands-on trainings, hands-on experience to make you ready for the industry. So click on any of these links for this material. These materials are all free. Use any of them and comment. And if you have any question or any difficulty, you can always come back and post it here. I'll be able to respond to you. Number 4 on the list is security engineer. Yeah, to become a successful security engineer in 12 months. As I say, remember, these are cybersecurity career paths that you can train yourself and be job ready in 12 months. So to become a security engineer, the basic focus of your training should be on defensive elements of cybersecurity, right? So as I said, just like the other ones, you need to understand the basics of operating systems, Linux operating system, and Windows operating system. You need to have an in-depth understanding of networking, the OSI layer of network, of a model of networking, how network communication works in computing, how computer network works. Now, having understood all this, having understood these basics, I'm going to list a couple of tools. I want you to take note of these tools, that by the time you're done learning how to use these tools, you can send out your CV to employers and they will call you back as a security engineer. 1, vulnerability management tools. The number 1 vulnerability management tool I want you to take notes and learn is Qualys vulnerability management system. And good enough, Qualys vulnerability management, being one of the biggest in the world, also offers free training for all their modules. All the Qualys vulnerability training modules, the what they call cybersecurity asset management module, the VMDR vulnerability management detection and response, and all the other modules in Qualys offer free. There are free trainings on them, and I've also shared the link down on this video. You can use this link to complete these trainings and add it to your CV. Number 2 is EDR. EDR is endpoint detection and response. So you need to understand what EDR is and some of the common EDR systems in the industry and how to use them. Some of these EDR systems are already open source and you can learn how to use them. Some of them you can do video tutorials or do training on the platforms to understand how they work. One of the most popular EDR in the industry is Microsoft Defender. Microsoft Defender is a very popular EDR. You can learn about it on Microsoft learning platform. If you go there, you learn complete everything about Microsoft Defender and how it works. I've said vulnerability management. I've talked about EDR. Now I'm going to talk about network log analytics, network traffic log analytics. The most widely used network traffic log analytics in the industry as a security engineer is Wireshark. Wireshark is a tool that enables you as an engineer to examine, to evaluate, to investigate and analyze network traffic. So Wireshark gives you a breakdown of what transpires in a network communication. So understand how Wireshark works, how to use Wireshark to investigate a network incident or to investigate network traffic, to understand, look at a network packet, to understand the components of the packet and everything that works in it. Network Miner is a 4th one. Now, before I go on to that, there's a tool called Security Onion. Security Onion is an open source tool. It's a security suite comprising of tools for blue teaming. It's a security tool that comprises of many tools. It's a suite of tools. It comprises of tools like Network Miner, Wireshark, Brew, and so many other tools in it. These tools enable you to do network traffic analysis, to understand what transpires in a network communication. As a security engineer, you should learn how to configure such tools. and how to use them to do your job. Finally, on security engineer path, talking about how to configure antivirus systems, how to configure IDS, intrusion detection systems, how to configure intrusion prevention systems, and the like. So guys, if you've watched this video, it will equip you to be ready in 12 months to become any of these 4 listed cybersecurity professionals I've explained. Remember, these are 4 cybersecurity career paths you can build in 12 months and be job ready. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you find any difficulty or any challenge in your learning, you're free to drop comments under this video. I will come back and attend to them personally. Thank you very much.